Hello and welcome to another video in my ongoing series where I am developing a DPaint 3 inspired pixel editor using my own custom C GUI framework. In the past couple of videos I've shown you the palette manipulation and how to rapidly change ranges of colours using selections, movement and the modify tool at the top. So this video I'm going to show you where we start the actual good stuff of getting pixels onto the canvas and turning this into an actual pixel editor. So before we can get pixels onto the canvas, we have to make sure that the brush and the mouse and the canvas all operate in the same space and that we can quickly and easily move within the canvas space itself. So let's just demonstrate that now. So if we zoom in, by default we've got the preview 1:1 ratio full screen image on the left and the zoomed in image on the right. The left image will always try and center on the actual zoomed area. We can turn off the left hand preview just by using the split view toggle at the bottom, or we can turn it back on, so that's user preference. So one thing I've worked on in the past couple of days is a pan. So when you are zoomed in and working away, you don't want to be using the scroll bars to move around the image. So what you can do is just hold down the space bar and then just move the mouse. You don't have to hold any mouse buttons down or any modifiers. It's just simply press and hold the space bar and move the mouse and the image will move. As you can see, the left hand image is still trying to center itself on the mouse location, which is good. So that's full image pan, which is a great time saver, to be honest. I was getting annoyed at using the scroll bars all the time. I was reaching for pan and never had it, but now we've got it and it works great. So that's pan working and the mouse is working in canvas space. What we also have is brush preview. So we've got 15 default brushes at the top. Oh, that's a bit dark. Just change its colour. So you can change its colour to any in the palette. Let's change it to white so we can see it. So there we go. So there's a white circular brush over the canvas, and as you can see on the left hand side it shows on the preview screen too. If we zoom in more, it would appear that the brush increases in size. It doesn't. It's just basically being drawn in exactly the same screen space as the canvas. So whatever a pixel is on the canvas, it is the same size as a pixel on the brush and vice versa. What we can do though, if we move over to the preview, like DPaint previously, you can actually draw on the, well, we'll be able to draw on the preview screen and the position of the brush will correspond itself to the actual zoomed in area on the right hand side. So you got either work in preview space or work in zoomed in space, and that all works very nicely. One thing the DPaint didn't have was transparency, so we can actually change the transparency of the brush. We can turn it off if you don't want that brush preview. We can set it to 10%, which gives us a nice barely transparent or barely visible brush outline. We can change it to 25%, which is a bit better, and all the way up to 100%, which is full opacity. And yeah, so that's user preference. If we go down to a 1 pixel brush, and if we move across to a dark area of the image, which is up here. So say we want to work in this dark space here, but we want to use a dark colour. Yeah, as soon as you change to a dark colour, you can't see where your pixels are, you can't see where your brush interacts with the pixels. And so this is a bit of a problem. So how do we get over that? We zoom in and turn on pixel grid. So this is at the bottom here. So this displays a grid of all the pixels on the canvas using a custom OpenGL shader. Hence there's no impact on the frame time or the frames per second. It's a rock solid 60 frames per second, doesn't skip a beat, but we are showing a grid for every single pixel in that display there. And just to show you, there we go. That's what every pixel looks like. And if we change it to the circular brush, you can see that the circular brush matches pixel for pixel the grid. So you know exactly where your brush overlaps the pixels. Even looks better when we change it to 50%. And there we go. So this pixel grid, it automatically comes on when you get to times 32 zoom. So let's go to somewhere more interesting. There we go, battery's high. So if we zoom into times 32, it automatically pops on, all the way up to times 128, which is the maximum zoom level. If you don't want the pixel grid, you can just turn it off with the tab there, or the toggle, and that will turn the pixel grid on and off. As you can see, left hand side is having zero impact on our frame rate, and it's a very useful tool to have. So yeah, so the past few days I've done brush previews of various opacities, we've done the pixel grid, and we've done image quick pan, which is a great time saver. So yeah, the next step now, we know the brush is working in the canvas space, and we know exactly where the brush is on the canvas at all times. The next step is actually to get some pixels onto the canvas when we press our mouse buttons. So that will be the next step, is actually drawing pixels. So thank you for watching. This is a quick update, but it's quite a significant one. We are moving from a GUI demo into an actual editor. So this will actually become a tool to be used at some point, and that point is coming around pretty rapidly now. So yeah, thanks for watching. Leave any feedback you like, any suggestions, let me know. I'm doing this by myself, I'm a one-man team. This is my first C++ project, so I'm taking this every day as it comes and learning a lot in the process. So yeah, I'd like to grow this channel. This is an ongoing devlog. I'll push as many videos out as I can. I don't know if many people are watching them, but it's for my own sanity and to track the history of this project. So yeah, please subscribe if you want to keep in with the progress. It's starting to get more rapid now as the framework, the UI, has become more established. So yeah, I'm just basically bunging in tools and testing and adapting as I go. So yeah, like and subscribe, but tell your friends, yeah, and come back again for another video very soon. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye for now.